Hi there, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. That actually depends on your location and from where you are watching me from. Right now, God bless you for joining me once again. As you know that on this platform, what we do is that we update you with the issues, things that actually flying around the space of social media. That is what we do. And I want to welcome you once again for another update. Yeah, Queen NaomiSilekunola, and Oriyomi Wept, Mr. Fasasi, they are out on bail. And since they are out, a lot has been happening on social media. We saw some video where a lot of people trooped out to welcome Oriyomi Wept to in Ibadan. It was massive. People were there to show support and to show that they really love Oriyomi and they know the pain. They also feel the pain, and it was so emotional as Oriyomi. We was seeing that Oriyomi Wept actually wept on the stage when he was addressing his supporter in Ibadan. It was so emotional, and people also went emotional when they saw him doing that. So
àsìkò tí mo wà yìí àsìkò ìdákẹ́jẹ́jẹ́ ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ ẹ ṣé ẹ wà lọ.
that is that. Now, Saheed Ire has come out now to send some money, and he has come out to also send some words to Oriyomi Wept, Olori Silekunola Naomi, and in his word to people, he said they have learned a lot of lessons, and now they know their enemy, they know the friend, they know people that really support them, and that's life. When some things happen to you, that's when you know people who truly loved you. Now, he sent some message to Queen Naomi, and he said it's like Queen Naomi should go back to the palace, and he should allow Tadenika to be nurtured and to grow up in the palace. That is the analysis. He said a lot about Queen Naomi, that Queen Naomi should do the needful. He should go back to the palace. So I want us to hear the details from Saheed Ire, so that we'll be able to know one or two things that he said in his chat. So thank you, and let's go there. God bless you.
You are welcome back. You are welcome back, Mr. Oriyomi Wept. You are welcome back, Olori Arewa Ẹlẹ́yinjú Ẹgẹ́ Naomi. You are welcome back too. Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ ti kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ méjì mẹ́ta níbi tẹ́ lọ yẹn. Ẹ dẹ̀ ti rí ìrírí ayé díẹ̀. Àtorí ìkànṣe kan lọ́lọ́run. Ọlọ́run máa ń ṣe nǹkan míì nígbà míì tó jẹ́ pé ó máa jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ ọ̀rẹ́ yín, ó máa jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ ọ̀tá yín. Tẹ́ ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọ̀rẹ́ yín ni wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀, tàbí tí ẹ mọ̀ pé ọ̀tá yín ni wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀. Oore tó jọbi ni. Ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé kò mẹ́mìí ti yín náà lọ. mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo ayé, mo mọ̀ pé ara gbogbo ayé àti àwọn tó ń ṣe kọ́ńtẹ́ẹ̀tì torí kálukú ṣáà ń wá followers tó ṣáà ń sọ̀rọ̀ yàmàyàmà sọ̀rọ̀ oríṣiríṣi sáwọn ẹni ẹlẹ́ni, mo mọ̀ pé ara gbogbo wa ti balẹ̀ báyìí àti fèsì eléyìí tó fèsì wa báyìí kò sí kọ́ńtẹ́ǹtì mọ́, wọ́n ti jáde o. Gbogbo wa pátápátá àtẹni tó sọ̀sọ́kúsọ àtẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ gidi akíra wa kú oríire o. Ọkàn torí kálukú fi ṣe Ọlọ́run mọ̀. Now olórí Queen Naomi, Alhaji Oriyomi Hamzat ẹ̀yìn kọ́kọ́ sọ tí ẹ máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe lọ, ẹ máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe lọ, ẹni dáadáa ní inú yín mọ́, nínú àwọn tó fẹ́ràn yín lèmi wà, èmi ò kàn mọ́ bọ́ ṣe wá ń kíyàn lé ni, ẹ mọ́ bínú èmi mọ́ kò mọ́ mi lára láti kékeré ni mọ́ ṣe lọ ń kíyàn pé kí lágbọ́jà àfi tẹ́nìyẹn bá pè mí tó bá invite mi fún ara ẹ̀ pé wá bá mi ṣeré ọmọ mi bọ̀kẹ́ wọ́n ń jáde gidigidi láti wá kíyàn. Bí bàbá mi olóyè Sunday Igboho bọ́n ṣe tó yẹn tí mo ti nífẹ̀ẹ́ wọn before kátọ́jọ́ Yorùbá nation yẹn, mi lọlé wọn lọ kí wọn rí, wọn ti gbà tí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní July 1st tán sí nílé ni mo tó wá ń lọlé wọn láti lọ ṣojúṣe fún àwọn ọmọọṣẹ́ wọn. So kẹ́lẹ́ mọ bí wà mí ṣe rí, ìwà mi dìpù gan èmi kì í ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gìrìgìrì nílé ọ̀hún jọ̀fẹ́ mi láìkẹ́. So ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ continue iṣẹ́ yín. So olórí Queen Naomi, mo mọ̀ pé ẹ ti kọ́ méjì mẹ́ta ní nǹkan tó ń pè ní ẹni bá ju ni lọ ó lè ju nínú, ẹni bá ju ni lọ ó lè ju nínú, ẹni bá ju ni lọ ó lè ju nínú. ẹni pígbà mẹ́ta ni mo sọ, tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kò bá yé yín ẹ lọ súnmọ́ àwọn àgbà, wọ́n là á yé yín dáadáa. Ẹ má gbé tadé ní káwò káàkiri mọ́, ẹ gbé lọ sáàfin o, ikú kò lè pa o, àrùn kò lè ṣe o. Àwọn tó jẹ́ àwọn àgbà lánàá àwọn náà ń tọ́mọ jù, abẹ́ wọn náà ń kọ́mọ sí, torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ yẹn má bínú gbogbo ẹ̀yin abiyamọ, àmọ́ màá sọ. Orí àṣà kì í burú kó pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ o, orí àṣà kì í burú títí kó pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀jẹ̀, abiyamọ ni o, kò sí nǹkan tí ó ṣe o. Ẹ wọ́nà láti fi ìwà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀, ẹ má jẹ́ kán sọ fún yín pé má lọ bẹ̀, sáfẹ̀mí ọmọ ẹ, kò síbi tí kò ti lè parí. Mo lè rán nǹkan síyàn nílùú òyìnbó kó sì mú, tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá mọ nǹkan tó ń pè ní oògùn. Mo lè ní kéèyàn fẹsẹ̀ rìn wá láti Kẹjà débí, á sì rìn. Kódà béèyàn bá bá mi confirm ẹ̀ dáadáa, mo lè lọ competition ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ dá mi lójú dáadáa, tọkàn mi balẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀, tí ò dẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Àti tó bá wá ẹ tán rí ẹ tán mọ ibi tó wà, tó bá jẹ́ pé ó ti wá di kàráǹgìdá tó di pé ó ti wá le gan, á pè ẹ́ ni, á pèsè dá ẹ, wàá kúrò ibi tó wà, wàá rìn òní rìn wá kẹ̀. Kò síbi tí ìṣe ò sí. Ẹ lọ padà sí ààfin kẹ́ ẹ máa bá wọn ṣe bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ìgbà tán fẹ́ mú yín lọ prison, ṣé mọ̀ pé Jésù ò gbé yín disappear? Ẹ lọ fara yín balẹ̀, ẹ lọ ṣe tàwọn onílẹ̀ torí ẹ ti tẹsẹ̀ bodò, ẹ lọ máa fi tàwọn onílẹ̀ ṣe o. Mi ní sọ jù báyìí lọ kó má bàa dàbí pé bí a mò ń jábọ́ jù. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì, to be a prophet is not our agenda in Yoruba land. That is why I always reject it. Táwọn ẹ̀fà fẹ́ máa wò mí bí prophet torí pé mo mọ ìṣògùn. Màá ní no, we just know this as bí ìgbà tó máa sọ pé wọ́n dictate kankan látara science out. Yorùbá ní science títí ẹ̀, kò yé yín, Yorùbá ní science títí ẹ̀. So because I know this, don't make me as a prophet. No, it's very wrong. Mentality wa tá a ti change ló fà á. I can know about this tí mi dẹ̀ ní jẹ́ prophet kò ní meaning. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ àmà kátẹ́lá kó lè lẹ́ everybody náà. Ìwé kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá, because ọ̀lẹ ti sọ wá dolè ní Nàìjíríà. Ọ̀lẹ ló sọ wá dolè, kì í ṣèjọba. Ìgbà tí mò ń ṣe iṣẹ́ tí mo ti tajà rí lójú títí gbogbo yín lẹ mọ̀ tán mi, kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tí ò mọ̀ mí nílùú Èkó. Kódà gọ́vnà Ambode, kò sẹ́ni tí ò mọ̀ mí nílùú Èkó. Ẹni tí ò bá ní mọ́tò láyé ẹ̀ ni òun ní mọ̀ mí nílùú Èkó. I said something for hold up 4.5 years. So mo ti kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nípa kéèyàn máa làágùn, ó máa ń kó àlàáfíà báyàn. Téèyàn bá làágùn, ìlàágùn ara tó bá ń jáde lára bí ìgbà tí àìsàn jáde lára ni. Òun ni mo ṣe pity gbogbo àwọn tó máa ń wà nínú cold every time. Kò sígbà tí àìsàn ò ní ṣe wọ́n, because tí cold bá ti pọ̀ jù gan á máa fa ẹ̀jẹ̀ dídì, ẹ̀jẹ̀ dídì á máa fa àìsàn wọnú ara. Ẹ rí pé mo mú ọ̀rọ̀ wọnú ẹ̀kọ́, mo mú ẹ̀kọ́ wọnú òye ni. Ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ ló fa, ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, kì í ṣe prophet o. I reject it and I can never be. This is drum set this is my studio, this is my everything. Mo ní speaker tó jẹ́ pé tí n bá sọ̀rọ̀ ń bí wọ́n lè gbọ́ ní àdúgbò kẹsàn-án. That one don't make me prophet. Ọlọ́run kò pè mí. Ẹni tọ́lọ́run bá pè ọ̀run ló máa ń lọ, ọ̀run á lọ bá lọ́run. God don't call me. And you too, Sister Naomi, tọ́lọ́run bá pè yín, Ọlọ́run pè yín kẹ́ wá lọ dáná fọ́kọ yín, kẹ́ lọ tẹríba fọ́kọ yín, kẹ́ lè jèrè ọmọ. Kò yé yín. Tẹ́ ẹ bá wá ní ẹ̀kọ́ ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ nínú nǹkan tó wà nínú ìwé tẹ́ ẹ gbé dání, ẹ fi put ayé through to normal way ni. Kì wá ṣe pé kẹ́ máa sọ pé Jésù pè yín, Jésù pè yín o. Stop deceiving yourself. Ẹni tí ò bá bà ní ọmọ o. Ẹ lọ béèrè lọ́wọ́ Mrs. Esther Ajayi. Wọ́n á ṣàlàyé fún mi yín pé akíkanjú ló máa ń deyín dérin. Ẹ lọ béèrè lọ́wọ́ Mrs. Esther Ajayi. Wọ́n ò tí ì sọ fún yín pé akíkanjú ló máa ń di eyín dé irin. Torí ẹni bá gbé yín lé irin lásán tí ò bá kán léyín á kù díẹ̀. Akíkanjú ló máa ń gbé yín lé irin. Ẹ má wàrà yín lọ sódò tí ò níbi tó ń lọ lẹ́yìn kó lọ forí sọ̀gìrì. Mo mọ̀ pé àbọ̀rọ̀ mi máa tó fọ́mọlúàbí yín. Ẹ lè máa wò mí bí ẹni tí ò tó bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ torí pé mi ì tí ì ní jíwá gan-an o. Àmọ́ tí ẹ bá jẹ́ kẹ́lẹ́nu rúrùn mi lè bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́, kò tí ì pẹ́ jù. Ọlọ́run kò ní sọ yín di ẹlẹ́lẹ́yà o. Ṣé rí ayé á máa sọ fún ni pé kò sí nǹkan kan, wọn kì í báyàn débẹ̀, abánidá ni wọ́n. Tẹ́ bá rìn kẹ́ wẹ̀yìn wò, ẹ rántí ẹrú tọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn ọmọ o. Ọlọ́run kò ní pa ọmọ yín fún yín, ẹ tún lọ bí mi, ọlọ́mọ kan ò kúrò lágàn o. Aunty Naomi, I welcome you back. I know you learn a lot of lesson. Mo dẹ̀ kí Alhaji Oriyomi Hamzat, you are welcome. So gbogbo àwọn gbàjẹ́ ìsinmi aláriwo Facebook, TikTok káàkiri, mo mọ̀ pé oníkálùkù á lọ fèsì iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ báyìí. Mi nǹkan kan fẹ́ dá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀, kò torí mo wò pé gbogbo tí mo wá rélé á jáde, ó ti wá ń di bí àkóbá, kéèyàn má fẹnu kó báyàn. Mo ṣe wá wò pé tọ́ èmi ò ní access láti bẹ́nikẹ́ni jà, àmọ́ mo ní access láti fi àwọn èèyàn mi mọ̀nà. That is what they call maturity. Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú ẹ̀yẹ ọmọ Yorùbá, Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú wa, Ọlọ́run á gbé wa lékè. Máa fọ opportunity náà kí gbogbo wa pé a kú múra ọdún tuntun. Ẹ̀mí wa ṣe púpọ̀ ẹ̀. Gbogbo àwa tá a jọ kóra wa jẹ ní 2024, àwọn tó rí dùnnú látara wa, àwọn tá a rí dùnnú látara wọn, lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba, wọn ò ní fi wá palẹ̀ ọdún mọ́. Láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà ni a máa ṣe ọdún tó ń bọ̀ 2025 lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ògún kò ní pa gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ mi, Ògún kò dẹ̀ ní pa èmi náà. So I have opportunity I thank God that mo ní opportunity, emergency òyìnbó yẹn jù, láti jẹ́ olùdámọ̀ràn àti olùgbèjà nínú ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ tí àwọn baba ńlá baba mi fi lé mi lọ́wọ́. Làwa sọ dowó, táwa sọ di nǹkan pé yá jẹ́ fowó, jẹ́ báyìí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe business nìyẹn, jẹ́ fi 20 million ṣe kínní, kí n sáré gbé bí 5 million lé, that's 25, before kó tó ta tán bá ti gain, wà á tún ṣe míì, wà á tún ṣe buy, do and gain, work and gain. That's what they are calling benefit, working benefit. So God bless you, my èèyàn mi. Tún sọ̀rọ̀ torí mo ṣì ń bọ̀ wá sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kankan láti là wá lóye. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, bí wọ́n ṣe ìdí tí wọ́n fi ń kọlà àti ìdí tí wọ́n fi ń sàmì sọmọ lára àti oríṣiríṣi nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ẹ̀mí Saheed Ire ọmọ yìí náà ni ó pọ̀ lẹ́bi ẹ̀pẹ̀. Mi kì í fi ìṣubú àwọn èèyàn, mi kì í fi ṣe content láìláì torí pé ìṣubú àwọn kan, ìdùnnú àwọn kan ni, bọ̀ àwa kì í ṣe irú èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹlẹ́dàá mi kò ní jẹ́, mi ní gbé ẹni tó ṣubú ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ láyé torí pé ẹni bá ló mọ̀, kò sẹ́ni tí ò lè kàn. Ẹ ti understand? But I know you understand. God bless you.
Yes, guys, we have all heard what Saheed Ire said in that chat, and I think that is his opinion, and I think we also have right to comment, and we also have right to do what we feel. And I know he has spoken and he has sent a message to adults. Queen NaomiSilekunola she's an adult, and she knows what is best and what is good for her. So the message might probably get to her. So the ball is in our court. And meanwhile, Mr. Dotun Saseyi has also analyzed the ruling of the court and some other issues that came out from the court, his opinion and what people should be expecting, how the law works, and what are those things that were said in that ruling that need to be taken seriously, and we must not just take them with levity. So I want us to listen to this analysis from Mr. Dotun Saseyi Then we will come back again to hear more. Thank you, and God bless you.
What the judge said clearly is that Alhaji Oriyomi Hamzat, as indeed the other two, must not grant press interviews, print or electronic, concerning the case. It's not as if they shouldn't even grant, press interview concerning culture, tradition, concerning any other thing.
Not make any public
But
appearance at all.
about the case, they must not grant press interview.
Individually, not that it's a radio station.
No. You see, it's also said that he must not also cause anything to be said about the case.
Okay.
You see, that's the totality of, and we are, as journalists, we are used to these things. This is not the first time that a court would restrict or make such statements, concerning people who are wards of the court, that this is going to be your conduct
For the period.
for as long as this case persists,
All
up till the time we get to the conclusion. So let me go on to first report in summary what happened in the courtroom yesterday.
I'm sure he's waiting to listen to.
And so we got in there and sat down in court 8, waiting for His Lordship, Honorable Justice Kamaruddin B. Olawoyin. And so the judge attended to the applications in this particular order. The first was Alhaji Abdullahi Fasasi, the principal. Second, Olori Silekunola, and third, Alhaji Oriyomi Hamzat. That's how he attended. And in summary, Honorable Justice Olawoyin did two things before determining the bail conditions. One, he touched on certain highlights as argued by the counsel on both sides. He brought us to par concerning the highlights of the arguments of, the lawyers, and then, of course, the state. He anchored his ruling on two key factors, which I mentioned in my last report. In the case of Fasasi, the judge affirmed that the Ministry of Education indeed received an application for usage of the premises. Payment was made, acknowledgement was evident, that the state was only raising a narrative after the tragedy, that there was no formal approval. He said there was ostensible approval. That's the word he used, ostensible approval, because the ministry neither approved promptly nor denied promptly. So he said, yes, no formal approval was evident, but was that enough ground to deny bail, he asked at that point. You see, the thing is, we were dealing with bail applications, but lawyers have touched certain parts of the substantive, expected substantive suit, because there was no substantive suit at that point. And then he said, at that point, nothing said the principal could colluded or was an organizer. Then the health argument did not receive a favorable, he didn't receive the favor of the judge, who said that, well, if you are saying that the facility did not have the kind of had substandard, health, system, you did not go there. And therefore, that could, you can't say, how judges are tightly logical. So, and then he went on to, it could not then be argued that the Medicare there was non-existent or substandard. After these observations and determinations here and there, the judge frowned on the holding charge. He frowned on the holding charge and the way that led to the detention of Fasasi, and found that it was an exceptional circumstance, which is the linchpin here. That exceptional circumstance was what he relied on majorly, apart from frowning at the holding charge. The judge referred to the murder charge for a moment as conflicting with premeditation, and I think that would be further treated in the substantive suit when the fireworks begin, because we had skirmishes on the bail application. So he said apart from that, all the other charges were bailable, and no problem with those ones, and that but that one about murder could not be heard by the chief magistrate, and that's what broke the camel's back. The applicant was therefore admitted to bail. Okay. And at that point, I kind of thought, okay, so if one got it, all will get it. So because that was also the sequence when the denial was. He talked about an infraction on the rights by arraignment before a chief magistrate who had no jurisdiction over such a case. So he said the arraignment was null and void ab initio. So what it meant was that arraignment never existed. And the implication was that, okay, so you grabbed these people and did whatever. And so he said that underscores the denial of rights and liberties of these people. So the Honorable Justice Kamaruddin B. Olawoyin adopted the same premises to grant bail to the other two applicants, Olori Naomi and Alhaji Oriyomi Hamzat. That, in a nutshell, was what happened. Of course, you had the usual ups and downs, especially when the judge started reading his ruling, when we had our hearts in our mouths. That, okay, but along the line, the promise started showing that we're likely to leave this place happier than we came in. And I guess that's what happened at the end of the day.
Okay, I do not seem to be so clear on the issue of how they approved the application for the venue. They said it was ostensibly approved, or wasn't ostensibly approved?
Yes. What that means is that, okay, you see, the process took place. And, which might mean the state was just being clever. Oh. After the tragedy happened, okay, that, okay, you know what? Yes, you applied, but, we did not approve. And so that approvals usually take about 3 weeks. And that since we did not approve, we just went ahead to use the place. And so the judge on the day was not taking that. It was just because of the tragedy that you're saying that. You took money was paid, receipt issued. So if you had anything you were going to say to disapprove of the place being used, you should have done that. That, okay, your request denied or your request approved. But I guess because there's a loose way of transacting this business, and indeed, according to them, it's not the first time, it's not the second time. This thing has been going on for a very long time.
Very familiar.
And so maybe when the case starts to be heard properly, all those things will come out. That how did you do it in the past? If you're saying this particular one was not approved, and so on and so forth. So we're going to see how these things will unfold at the end of the day. I'm sure that will be communicated, because the charges were freshly minted and submitted on Friday. So the lawyers are the ones that will get the date first, and then of course it will be communicated. I'm sure.
All right then. So that's all we need to know
At this point, yes.
at this point. All right, Maestro, reporter for Akidigbo FM.
Yeah. And this, it's quite fascinating. The crowd. The crowd in court, the crowd at the correctional facility, everywhere.
Back home here.
It it would look like the return of a politician from exile. It's interesting, really.
Wow. I know that. Okay.